So, hello everyone. So, today we are going to be walking through a room called Mustacchio, or Mustacchio, whatever the pronunciations might differ. So, anyway, there's something else that I have to say as well. Previously, I had a 47-day hacking streak, and I couldn't log in for a day because of exams and all that. Then I lost my streak, and then I sent out an email to support at tryhackme.com, and they really restored my streak. So, it was like around 4:30 a.m. when I got to know that because that's when our local time resets. Uh, the hacking, not the hacking, the day resets for us at around 4:30 a.m. here. So anyway, that was pretty cool actually. You could, if you really lose your streak, you could simply email them and they are very responsive. So that's that, and let's get back to work. I have already started my machine. So first things first, let's get a terminal up and running. I have a terminal already up, so let's go to nmap and then no, I don't need to get all the ports scanned, so I'll have to get a copy of this thing, the IP address, and I'm going to replace it with this and run a scan. So while the scan is running, yeah, we have a port 80, which means we have a website on, and there's port 22, means we can log in through SSH. But before that, we need to find the password and the username for this one. So since we do have port 80 up, we should probably go for a go first. So I have another terminal up here as well. I'll paste the IP address here and then the port, and then actually no need of the port as well, but anyway I'm going to do that as well. So there's that, what are the ports that we have opened? Like we have port 80 with HTTP, and then SSH is here. Okay. uh, have I used all the ports? Yeah. So as we have a basic understanding of that, and this scan is going to take some time, so I'm going to run up all port scan as well. So whichever a port that we didn't see earlier will pop up there. So until that, let's go to the website that they have here and go through this one a bit. So here's a Mustachio. So okay, some guy, tough looking guy who thinks he's tough and all that. Someone from a movie maybe. No offense, there's an 2023. So okay, we are going to the future, I think. Okay, let's go and read more. Not found. There's an about statue, some basic text, gallery, and gallery has some more pictures. I don't think, yeah, they all redirect to the same page. And then there's blog. Okay, why I grew a mustache, because I want to actually okay, mustache. Anyway, so let's keep in touch. Name, address, email, phone number, meaning there's a post request here as well. So before doing any of this, we should see if they have any hints. So we have a hint for the user flag, and it says to check the source of the page. Okay, let's go and check the source of the page. Like I should go to home and check the source, right? Yeah. So I'm going to check source here, view page source. What do we have here? Okay, the beacon to all mankind and all that. Okay, there's nothing. I'm gonna close that one. I think we better check this one, contact, view page source here. Okay, nothing much to get all over here. I don't think there's anything else at those places as well. So okay, so we get another port here, 8765 grades timing. So I need to know what kind of service is running here. So I'll be running nmap, and the port will be 87, let's say 8765. I'm going to, okay, where did I go wrong? Okay, port 8765 should go like this. So, okay, never mind, then the port should be knocked as well. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, like, yeah, that's it. So, ultraseek HTTP, some service is there, like, okay, so let's go to that as well, and then I'm going to run a directory buster here as well. So I'm on another board, yeah. So since that is running, I'm going to go bust this one as well. So ignore the previous hacking history. So I can go to this port like 8765, and let's see. Okay, what do we have here? Two URLs are there, so we don't need two URL decks. So now it should work. Yeah, so there's progress and all that. So we have like robots.txt, the status 200. Okay, so I'm going to get what we have for like robots.txt, like maybe curl curling 80. And okay, we have something interesting here, so called auth. Okay, let's keep that in mind. And then since it's called http as well, like 8765 was about, like we can go over here and see. Okay, great. So we get an admin panel as well. So I'm going to quickly view the page source here to see if we have anything. Okay, nothing much to get over here, like, okay, so I'm going to remove this page source part quickly, and then I want to go back to 80. Okay, so there should be something. We need to inspect this element maybe, and then see for any comments or something that they have left. Okay, nothing much interesting here anyway, like so where did they want to check the spread source at, like, okay, author admin. Okay, so I think the best thing is to do like images fonts custom status. So at this point I would like yeah, the best thing would be to run a directory buster here at this point, because I don't want to drag this off, like it's going to take too much time if I like manually go and bust in, not go and bust, use go buster and manually use this one. So the best option I have right now is to go with the directory buster. So I'll copy this link address and then paste it here, and let's use a common password list, not a password list, like a common word list. So I'm going to start this one and see if we have anything. Okay, the usual stuff. It's going to take some time, so maybe change the threads to 50. I don't think it will make can do and look a much bigger impression, but anyway, let's go with that one. So we have auth, right? We got an endpoint called auth. Okay, so probably there should be something, and assets also there should be something. So let's go back here and then try to go to auth. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that in the wrong place, right? Yeah, so we have to do that at here. So uth, there's nothing is forbidden because we haven't like logged in yet. So we need to go to this place, and I'm all over the place, right? Yeah, so there's something called another directory called custom. So let's go to custom, then maybe we'll get to the customs depot, and then we can see, yeah, there's an directory. I'll close this one for now, like there's js. Okay, we have an interesting file here, users.back. I'm going to download this one and save this one. All right, cool. So now we can like go back here and cd, and I'm going to make a new directory called Mustacchio, and then I'm going to move this file that I got. What was the file? Users.back. Yeah, users.back, not back. Yeah, not text. It should be back. Okay, there's no. Yeah, it should be inside the downloads folder. Downloads users.back, and you should go to mustache double c1. Yeah, is a directory. Yeah, sorry, mustache and then users.back. Yeah, too much typing, right? Okay, okay. I don't want to do that actually. Like I can simply go and do it here. So I will copy this one and then go to my folder and then look for a folder called Mustachio. Here it is. C1. Okay, it got already copied anyway. Like I'm going to paste this one. Yeah, it didn't have anything in it, so I'm going to replace this one. So I'm going to go back and then cd into this command, and then I'm going to like go to the Mustachio folder. Second one, yeah. So here we have the users.back, and I'm going to simply let's see what kind of file this is. Users.back is SQLite 3 database. So anyway, like I don't think there would be much because it's like an 8 kilobyte one. So I'm like this is inappropriate actually. Like you shouldn't get users.back, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the password null and all that. So yeah, the password is an encrypted value. We have most probably an MD35, maybe MD5 hash value. There's no MD35 there. Yeah, so admin is here and admin's value is this. So I'm going to get another browser open and go to crack station, and then we can paste this value over here and that say that I'm not a robot. Yeah, okay, we got a password. It was included in SHA-1. So SHA-1 hash with the name bulldog 19. Cool. So what do we have here? Like we have mobile.js and all that. So we have Mustachio and the username is admin, and we can log in maybe with this password. Let's try that as a cool. So we got here like now we can view the page source as well, like Barry. Now you can SSH in using your key. Okay. So it's asking us to get a key, the SSH key. Like we can try that one as well then. So here's another comment over here, document cookie example auth. Yeah, we saw some folder called auth over here, some directory. So there should be that. So auth and don't forget dot back. Okay, I'm going to like copy this one over here quickly. So this might document cookie like something. So anyway, like we can get this and alert insert XML code. Okay, now we have another hint, like it's going to alert us to get XML code. Like I'm going to, yeah. So that's that. Like I'm going to quickly see what happens if I enter. Yeah, okay, name author comment. All right, so name author comment is here. So we can simply get an XML file or XML code with the name, author, and comment. So maybe we can put some XXE into this one inside this comment or author part. So let's try that. So before that, we need to go back here and curl out this not actually curl out, like I'll get it into wget and then going to copy this, copy selection and paste it, and then there's auth, and what was the file name? Yeah, don't forget dot back, right? Don't forget. Okay, I could have simply typed that one. Don't forget. Don't forget dot back. Okay, we got the file, and let's see what we have here. So I'm going to read don't forget that back as well. So we have something. So there's XML version 1.0, another comment Noam Joam the author very glad. Okay, anyway, so his paragraph was a worst. Okay, this paragraph, maybe this his paragraph was a waste of time and space. If you had not read this and I had not typed this, you and I could have done something more productive than reading this mindlessly and carelessly. Okay, I think I'm getting into a rabbit hole. Anyway, since this school, I'm going to read this anyway, like as if you did not have anything else to do in life. Yeah, life is so precious because it is short, and you are being so careless that you do not realize it until now. Since this void paragraph mentions that you are doing something so mindless, so stupid, so careless, so you realize that you are not using your time wisely. You could have been playing with your dog or eating your cat. Okay, eating your pussy or something. Well, but no, you want to read this and barren paragraph, expect something marvelous and terrific at the end. There should be something. So, but since you still don't realize that you are wasting precious time, you still continue to read the full null paragraph. Okay, if you had noticed, you have wasted an estimated time of 20 seconds. I think I have wasted like 40 seconds on that one. Anyway, like what we can get out of this is like there's XML version encoding and all that. So yeah, so I'm going to go to this. Let's get a nano up quickly. So I'm going to paste this on anyway. Like like if you had paid attention, like we had the same things, like same name or the comment fields over there as well. So if you come over here, XML version, comment name, and all that thing. So you can simply go into like something like this. So I will copy this one and explain it. So if I paste this one here, so these are XML version and all that. So it's the same as this, and then I'm going to paste element, and I'm going to get an element here, or like a file xxe here. You can read more on this one. So I'm going to submit this one and see, like I'm going to read this etc password file through xxe. So let's see. Yeah, it works. So name, root, mismatch, and all that. So I'm going to paste this again, and then going to get the users. We had done a comment over here saying that Barry, you can now SSH using your key. So I'm going to get to home directory, and home directories there should be Barry account called Barry, and then the SSH key is usually IDRSA here. So let's see if it works. No, it didn't work, meaning I did not type it correctly. Let me do it once. Home and barry.ssh id underscore rsa. This should be it. Like okay, where am I getting wrong? Like think I'm doing something wrong. So let's go back here and see etc password is not the thing. So I'm going to go home. I'm already home anyway. So the username was Barry. username was Barry, yeah, Barry, and then we are now in his home folder. So in that there should be a file called ssh, and then we can go to idrsa, so id underscore rsa, and then yeah, what I did wrong was like we don't need two things here. Like we can simply do it like this as well. Like I'll submit it and okay, hell, yeah. The thing is like we are here at etc password, and I'm going to try home berry .ssh, then id underscore rsa. So his name, and then yeah, I'm going to like put this one over here and see like that can vary. That was my one of my notes anyway. So like the path should be okay now. So I'm going to go up and then submit. Yes, I had I think the error was at that empty line maybe. So I'm going to like we can't get anything out of this, so I'm going to use the page source, and now we have a proper key. So I'm going to copy it from the beginning like so, and then I'm going to copy this one, and now we have something here. So I'm going to create a new file called idrsa and then paste it over here and then save it and close that one. And let's try to like bury and with idrsa. So I'm going to simply, we need to do is like copy the IP address and then paste it over here and use the idrsa as the key. And yes, we need to add this to the okay, add permissions. Yeah, I always forget this one, so we need to like okay, who turned on my caps lock? Okay, chmod 600 and idrsa. So 600 means read only for the current user, read execute, and anyway other users can't like do anything to this file. That's the not read only, I think execute as well there. Yeah, anyway, so you can research more on that one. So anyway, like I'm not supposed to keep in mind all the things. I like simply the flow would be enough. Yeah, okay, enough talking. Let's go and sh. Okay, now the passphrase for the key idrsa is also encrypted. So I'll just post this one over here, and then let's try something like this. Like there's a tool called ssh to join. So it should be in user share and don't join, and then ssh to join dot python is the script. So I'm going to like get the idrsa file over here and then create a new file called idrsa1. So now we can like use John to crack the idrsa1 using a word list called rockq.txt would be great. So if you have any other word list that you have that you think that will have a better effect than rockq.txt, you can use that as well. So okay, we already found a password. So url james should be the password for this one. So I'm going to copy this one and then I'm going to relog in using idrsa over here, and I'm going to paste url james here. Okay, we are in. So I'm going to see what are the things that we have, and we have already a user.text, and we have the key. Okay, we have the one, we have one flag, and I'm going to submit that one. Cool. So one flag down, one more to go. SUID. So okay, now the machine wants us to find the SUID bit. So the best thing is to do is like to see what groups are we in. So we are not in sudo group, so it's even useless to like to try that one. So anyway, like you could simply like type, if you had sudo, you could simply type sudo l, but we need the password for Barry. But I don't have the password for Barry. I had only the password for that SSH key. So and in that one as well, like yeah, we can check for the SUID bit with a command like I'll just copy this and paste one here. So I can find and root like anything with the permission, use and the time with at dev null. So it will look for any files or scripts that have SUID bit set. You can search for more on that one as well. So let's try and look for anything extra like out of ordinary, like any thing that should be not here. Okay, now we have another user called Joe, it seems like, and there's a file called live log. Okay, so I'm going to get here and let's go to home and let's see who are the users. That there's one called Joe, and then I can see what's inside Joe's folder. Okay, we are already in cd Joe. Yeah, we are here, and then we can see that live log is here. So LA will see what are the permissions we have over that one. So it's belong to root, it belongs to root, and we have execute permissions over here. So I saw that from here, execute is here. So we can execute this one. So we will find not find actually, like we can look for what file type this is. So I'm going to use that one, file live log set UID. Okay, ELF62 LSB shared. So this is an yes, executable. Okay, so we can simply try to run this live log. Okay, something goes directory was to project. Cool. So nothing happens. I'm going to end that on as well. And let's try like to get the strings out of this live log, right? Yeah, strings. These are the strings that we have. Let's see what we can get out of the string headers and all that. So frame dummy. Okay, like there's a command inside this saying tail, and it's going to access a file called access.log. Let's see, we can run this one. Okay, permission denied because we don't have permission actually. So after further reading on this one, like you'll see that there's an exploit for this one as well. It's like an vulnerability actually. So what we can do is like this is like we can like access this using the path variable exploit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to temp folder, and then I'll simply create a file called tail here. Okay, I now touched my tail, and then you can echo like something like this. So win bash should go into this one as well. So it will simply echo bin bash, so echo bin bash to the file tail. cool. So if we open, if we try to read the tail file now, you can see that we have bin bash here. So we can like simply make this an executable as well. So tail will be an executable now. We have changed the permission, and now we can set the path here. So like we can like previously you can see what are the path variables that we already have in our path. So like you need to go with all caps here. Okay, so we have has been and been anyway, nothing much. Like let's add the temp tail folder tail file as well. So currently now the tail should be at somewhere in user bin tail. So I'm going to redirect it over here. Like I'm going to export path to tmp folder, and then it will be relative path on this one. Cool. So if I see which tail it is now the tail should run from temp folder, the one I created, which has a user bin, not bin, bin bash executable running command asking for that one. So anyway, like I'm going to do what now I'm going to do is sorry, what I'm going to do now is like I'm going to simply copy this and paste this over here. You could have gone using the up arrow as well. Now if I try to access this one now, it's not going to work because why? Yeah, I'm going to go. Okay, I think I just stuck my machine. Like anyway, let's see the ID. Okay, ID is this, and then if I try to run this tail from temp tail as well, like let's try this. Okay, it won't work because I think I haven't set enough permissions maybe. Cool. So I'm going to do is exit. Yeah, I just got a win bash, but I didn't get it with the root. So what I have to do is like chmod 777 and tail. Okay, now let's try this one again. Okay, so where have we gone wrong? Okay, cool. The thing is, I can exit again, and I'm here at temp, and yeah, I have to go to cd and home joe maybe home joe. Yeah, this is what I have to run actually. Like if I run temp and tail and then all that, I will only open user bin bash this bin bash, and I will get another new what do you call that, a terminal or a terminal instance. But what I have to do is run the original file that was that which contained this command. So I have to like simply go to joe and then live log, and if I run this one, I'll probably get root. Yeah, I got root, and now I am root. Who am I? Who am I is root. Like okay, cool. Like if we are still in the this folder, right? Yeah. If we get to root and then root.txt, we will get the root flag. Okay, cool with that as well. Okay, we'll get 10 subscribe here. So if you haven't still subscribed, don't worry, you can do it in the second video that you are going to watch in this channel. So cool. Peace.